Hi, I'm Jo Bahari, and as a DIY expert, I'm here to help show you how to spruce up your home without breaking the bank. You don't need really expensive tools and equipment to improve your home. You just need a little bit of know-how, and hopefully I'll be able to show you some useful tips. You don't need to spend a lot of money on decorators to make your house look more beautiful. You just need to know a few simple tricks to help you along the way. For example, one of the things people find most difficult when it comes to decorating is cutting in. That's when you've got to paint a line between two edges. For example, between the wall and the skirting board, or around a door frame or a window frame, or even between the ceiling and the wall itself. But it's actually a pretty simple technique. The best way to do it is to hold your brush in a pen-like fashion. You apply the paint to the wall and bring the brush down to the edge and along, using your hand against the wall to steady yourself. But if you do find this tricky, you can use masking tape to put along the edge so that you don't paint over it. The thing when using masking tape is to make sure that you remove it before the paint is fully dry, otherwise it'll crack the paint, which could mean that cracks up the wall appear. So we're going to put some paint onto our brush. Don't overload the brush with paint, otherwise you'll get lots of drips. I've decanted my paint into a small tub because it makes it a little bit easier. Scrape any excess paint off the brush, and once you've got your brush loaded, you can start painting. If you want to take a break between your painting jobs, you don't want to leave your brush sitting in the paint or covered in paint itself. So get hold of one of these paint tubs. This one's from Aldi and it's really reasonably priced. Just take off any excess paint, put it in the tub and put this handy little lid on top. It will stop the air from getting to the paint and stop the paintbrush from drying out. Really handy. You can also use this with water in for emulsion paint or white spirit in for a solvent-based paint to help clean your brushes out. There's a comb in the middle that will allow you to remove any of that deep-rooted paint. If you want to leave your paintbrushes overnight, the brush tub is an excellent place for that, but you might want to wrap them in cling film just to ensure that there's absolutely no air getting to the bristles and drying out your paintbrush. So just wrap it in a bit of cling film, stick it in the pot, put the lid on, and your brush will be ready for the next day. This saves you washing your brushes overnight and the risk of them being wet in the morning. The most important part of any decorating job is the preparation. And here I'm going to show you how to fill some holes really easily. You need some pre-mixed polyfiller, a filling knife, and a paintbrush. The first thing you need to do is you need to ensure that any dust or debris is out of the holes, otherwise it will stop the polyfiller from sticking. I use the paintbrush for this. Now use the filling knife to just go around the edge of the hole to make sure there's no loose bits of paper or wall in the way. Now take your pre-mixed filler and give it a bit of a stir. Take out a fairly sizable amount on the end of your filling knife and gently push it into the hole, wiping away the excess as you go. What you want to do is you want to ensure that there is filler proud of the surface of the hole. Leave that to dry, normally takes about an hour or so, and then sand away any excess. If you find you've got any little pockets, you can put on another layer of filler, wait for that to dry, and sand again, and then you're ready to paint. I hope you've enjoyed learning some simple DIY tips that'll help you improve your home without breaking the bank. Don't forget to check out Aldi stores for their special buys, DIY and workshop ranges available throughout the year.